Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and guess what is back? That is right, Tekkit is back. Tekkit Legends specifically. We are not done here because, look, folks, we need to have a talk. Sometimes in life, you make decisions on, the ticking of the clock, the drop of the hat. You have to make a decision. You have to decide between 1, 2, 20 different options, and the pressure is stacked against you, and I made a mistake with one of my more recent decisions, and it has come back to haunt me, and I wanted to say first off that I acknowledge the mistake that I've made, and I want to apologize to everyone affected, and assure you that I am now taking the steps necessary to become a better person, and make sure that this mistake never happens again. I'm of course talking about the time that I invaded this village and killed all of the natives. They're all gone now. They're all dead. They're not here anymore. I don't know what happened to them. We only destroyed, a couple of their houses? There's one in here. We're living there now. There was some sort of train station over here. I don't know what that was all about. There was definitely a house or two here that's now an empty quarry. This quarry finished, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed. Yeah, look, I've made mistakes. Bad mistakes. I've made a few. And I am now ready to spend the next couple of episodes repairing those mistakes. We dug the hole, and now we're going to fill it. And I feel like that's going to be a much more satisfying conclusion to all of this, to sort of restore the land to how it was before we got here, and hopefully leave it a better place than when we found it. I think that that's sort of what we should all aspire to do when we leave this magnificent earth. So I am going to start by finishing the quarries, because if we're going to, dig half of a big hole, we might as well dig an entirely big hole, if that makes sense. So let's move these solar panels over here, and then while the quarry's going, I'm going to try to fill in these two previously completed quarries. I didn't even realize this one had completed until I logged it back in. Oh, Shrek me, you know what I just realized? Yeah, this is still going. This is still a disaster. Why don't we just disable this for right now? That makes the most sense to me, because we don't really need the EMC anymore from this particular device. We really have to baby it. I have to come over here, and I have to sort of manually empty it, and it's just not worth it. So that's going to keep going until this is full, and then at that point, this thing will come to a stalled halt. I don't want it to slow down, though. If for any reason we need to use that, I would like it to be at full power, so I'm going to get a lever out. I'll slap it on there, and I'm going to keep it turned on, so this stays at full speed. It should start to speed back up here. Yeah, it's going to continue to burn fuel, which is okay. We've got plenty of that saved up back there, especially now that that's not really working anymore. Should be good to go. Up here is where we're going to be getting all of our EMC moving forward, and as you can see, we now have a stock block. It's worth over 1 million EMC. 119 million EMC. We've got 1 billion, everyone. We've done it. We've got the hundreds placed, the thousands, the millions, the billion. The big B, they call that. How about that? So we're doing good on EMC, and I don't think we're going to need all that much for what we're going to do here. This little restoration project should be done pretty quick. So I think we decided to put down 5 of these, but I don't know if we really ever verified whether or not that's how much the quarry can take, or whether or not that's overkill. I don't particularly care. It's, not hurting us to put 5 of them down. We have the EMC, we could just get a stack of them. That's just a drop in the hat for us. It's nothing. We could put a stack of them on here, but I do think it has a limit on the amount of power it can receive, and that wouldn't really benefit us any. But this whole system is set up, and it should still be working. It's still creating blocks of charcoal, which is sort of how we're powering everything, but let's make something different. Let's just make a block of red matter instead, because that's going to take longer for it to produce, and quite frankly, we really don't need blocks of charcoal. I don't think we're going to run out of power before this is done. I think that I think that's, this quarry is mostly solar powered at this point. In fact, we could probably shut all of these engines down, because if I had to guess, I'd say that this thing is not anywhere near to being full. Well, then we'll turn it back on, because we need to create some sort of a power grid for the city. And for that, I was thinking we would use the big batteries, and then a solar panel, like a single solar panel, will be more than enough. And then we can pipe the power around wirelessly to all of the different houses. And we can have power converters that convert it to, or we can just convert the power here and have it go out in glass fiber cables. But we'll leave that running to charge up that Actually, I need to dismantle this. Okay, first things first, let's get all of the other quarry setups taken down, because this is no longer necessary. None of this is necessary. We'll need to remove that pipe. Actually, I don't think we did need to remove it, but we will remove all of these pipes too. And next thing we're going to do is try to fill in these quarries. Now, if you're trying to figure out how I'm going to do that, well, then, my friends, you clearly never watched my original Tekkit Legends series, and you don't know anything about the I can't remember what it's called. This is really embarrassing, because I was just like, I was getting on to all of y'all. I'm pretty sure it starts with an A. So you know how you have the destruction catalyst, right? Well, there's sort of an opposite of that. And I'm pretty sure I have never correctly pronounced it. Let's type in Project E. We might have to page through all 2 pages of this mod to find the darn thing. But I should know it when I see it. It's not a hyperkinetic lens, but that sounds really cool, and I'd love to know what that's used for. Uses. In making a catalytic lens? What is that used for? Absolutely nothing. I don't know what that is. That sounds cool. What is this? What are any of these things? Explosive lens? I feel like there's so much untapped potential here. Here it is. The Mercurial Eye. Yeah, it's pretty easy to build, and that is used for restoring, or it's basically sort of like a builder's wand that uses EMC, and it's great. So we're going to need bricks, red matter. Well, we'll go ahead and grab the big ones first. Red matter, a diamond, and then bricks we should have because we destroyed a house here that one time, and, you know, that's what we're trying to repair. We're trying to go back and fix those things. What I'm really worried about is whatever governing body happens to rule these lands, is going to come back here and realize that I have destroyed a village, and I don't think they're going to be happy about it, so we need to get it taken care of first. I mean, I'm sure I have the power now, with my unbeatable armor, to just, you know, kill anyone who challenges me, so I could probably take over this region, just kill whoever's in charge, and declare myself the king. I saw someone commented on a previous... Oh, you know, I think it might have been on the Discord, asking if I'd forgotten about the divining rods. And yes, I had. I did think of them a little bit later on, but by that point we already had the quarries going, and I'm actually embarrassed to say it was after I'd already set up the infinite EMC machine over here, which has now been shut down indefinitely, and will soon be dismantled as well. After setting that up, that is the first time it ever occurred to me that potentially, we might have been using, or should have been using divining rods the whole time. And that would have been useful. For those of you who are uninitiated, the divining rod, especially the highest tier one, is the most useful. You can tap this on the ground, and it'll check a certain distance below you or away from you, depending on what way you're looking, and tell you what the highest EMC value of a block is in that direction. So if there's a block of diamonds under you, you right-click, it'll come up and say, hey, there is a block worth 8,000 and whatever a diamond is worth in this direction. And then you can go after it if you're so inclined. To do things like that. But this guy here I've got to figure out how to use, so I think we have to put something in there to keep it charged. So let's just grab a Klein Star, a low tier one. We don't want a whole lot of energy in this thing. And then we want to fill these holes with stone, more than likely. We'll just grab full on stone, so it's just like we never did the quarry at all. And if you think, well, this is going to be a lot of EMC, why did you even bother with the quarry if you're going to put all that EMC back? We're not. The vast majority of the EMC we got out of these quarries came from things like ores that were picked up as we were mining. Little pockets of ores is where all that EMC came from. And we're just putting back now stone, which is as close to useless as you can get. So we're going to put that there. That'll provide the power. That is the target block, and then I have to figure out how this thing works. So I think right-click just puts down a single block. Yeah. But then you can charge it up with V and put down more than a single block, that much. And then it goes substantially higher. I can't remember if it only does flat planes, though. Is that the case? Yes, it is. Okay, so you see, we could be doing this for quite a long time. Also, if we're not careful, it could stretch over into this other quarry that's still going. I'm not sure if we're at that point yet. We might be perfectly centered. We're not anymore, because I moved over to the side. But let's go up and we'll see what happens here. Okay, good. So far, so good. I just got to make sure I stay on that center that I've already just lost again. Maybe right here? Yeah, maybe right here. So I don't know if this is going to make the most entertaining content, honestly. Couldn't we have gotten something like a builder to fill? Oh, dear gosh, I've done an oopsie. I didn't mean to do it that quickly. I was going to say, I think we could have gotten something like a builder, and it might have filled all of this in, but I don't know how to configure one of those. Should we just look into it? I mean, we might as well. I kind of wanted to get this series up to 50 episodes, because that felt good and definitive to me. So, let's grab a hammer first off. We can't get it. We'll have to make one. So it's probably diamonds, just a few diamonds, and a little bit of dark matter, probably. There we go. Or, such a better idea, let's get a darn destruction catalyst. Let's not play any games around here. Alright, we'll charge this bad boy up, and look at this. Mistakes, I've made a few, and then I corrected them, just like we're doing with this whole town-wide genocide situation. We're repairing our mistakes from the past. Let's go take a nap. Well, do we need to? Yeah, because the quarry's powered by solar power. So yeah, we should definitely take a nap. I was just going to say, we're not really using that solar power anymore for the industrial craft stuff. You know, that's not really a necessity moving forward, because we're not really using the industrial craft as much. We've got, these machines running back here, producing more than enough juice to keep this petty little operation running. Oh, is it falling behind again? Barely falling behind again. But this is moving ahead brilliantly. So is it a builder that we want? Let's check IC2. Let's check Industrial Craft 2. Classic. Industrial Craft. There we go. Okay, I had to just put all the spaces in there. I could have just looked at one of the items from the mod, and it would have told me exactly what the spelling is I'm looking for. 6 pages, so there's a lot of items in here. An Energiomat? I don't even know what that is. It sounds really cool, though. You see, that's the amazing thing about this. I've played so much Tekkit, and still I look in here and I see things like a mining pipe, and I've got no earthly clue what that's meant to be used for. What is a mining pipe? What do you hook into it? How does it work? I do not know. I wish that I did. A crop matron? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Medium flux generator. Oh, these are cool. So you've got the small electric flux generator and then the regular flux generator. So there's electric flux and then regular flux. One converts to flux, one converts to EU. I can't remember which does which. But there's another mod in this pack for doing that too that I think works a bit better and is less confusing. So moving right along from there. Is it a builder that we're looking for? I don't know. There's a miner. Really? A miner? There's Industrial Craft Classic Miners. I never knew that this was a thing. This is amazing. I wonder how it differs from the quarry. I wonder how all of that works. I don't know. Do we want to look at the builder? Let's see. There's no... Oh, wait. The builder might not be from Industrial Craft. Now that I think about it, it would make a whole lot more sense for it to be from Buildcraft. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so what have we got? We've got a filler. Oh, that's probably more than likely what we want. We want a filler probably more than a builder. A filler sounds like something you would use to fill a hole. Yeah, so let's just give that a shot. So we need what? A landmark, some ink sacks, some dandelion yellow, some gold. I'm never going to remember any of that, so let's just grab it sort of bit by bit. Let's set all this aside, because we're not going to need it for the time being. Quarry is not what we're looking for. Builder, so a crafting table. Wow. I would have never guessed, but I guess it makes sense. At what point would we have built a crafting table and then thrown it in there? I don't think we've used a crafting table since the first couple of episodes, because, we went right to the project table, and then we've been crafting things in other ways ever since. So yellow? Are you kidding me right now? Ink? What? Oh, this is wild. These are really basic things that we should have had by now. That we've got, and I think it also needed a chest. There we go. I'm blown away. I know that we've got golden gears, so that's something at least. Gosh darn it. I keep double tapping the escape button for reasons that I could never explain to you, because I don't know why I'm doing it. Dandelion yellow. We should have probably also just held on to a dandelion. I'm sure it also has an EMC value, so toss that in there. Oh. Could I have typed in dandelion? Yeah. Apparently, I could have just typed in dandelion. I didn't even think about that. We've got our 2 yellow dye now. Got to find a squid. That shouldn't be difficult. They tend to pop up in whatever water block area is. Just as long as it's a couple of blocks wide, they will show up en masse, unless you really need them. At which point, I mean, look around us. Do you see squids? I sure as heck don't. Why aren't the rivers littered with squids? I found one. We're not taking any risks here. We're also not killing them, apparently. I thought C did an AOC effect, like an area of effect. I don't know why I said it like that. There we go. Great. Got some ink now. Not sure why the game needed to be like that about it. And we should be able to craft this thing. I'm pretty sure that's all we needed. Okay. Gotta hold down that shift key. There we go. We've got ourselves a filler. It has an EMC value. We're probably going to need landmarks with this. Again, I don't know that. I've never used one of these. But I'm going to grab a few of those. And then, of course, we're going to power it with solar because it's broken and is the best way. I mean, it's fairly well balanced unless you have infinite EMC, in which point you can just get a bunch of solar panels. That's sort of everything in Tekkit Legends, isn't it? It's fine until you get a lot of EMC, at which point it's all just a broken mess. I was wondering the other day whatever happened to Tekkit and why we're not getting any new packs or anything like that. And I actually read an interesting post by the original Tekkit creator who's just said, yeah, he felt like, he's a bit on the older side. I don't want to say he's ancient or anything like that because he's not. But he's like, yeah, I feel like we'd just be grumpy old men making a mod pack. And it might be kind of out of touch with what the people are doing. But I got to say, for nostalgia's sake, I would love another Tekkit mod pack. I feel like the time is ripe. We need one. So how does the filler work? If I plop that thing down. Okay. Excavate. Do not excavate. Filling resources. I guess we put the stone there. Flatten, frame, horizon, pyramid, stairs, box. Clear, cylinder, fill. I guess we want it to fill. We should have probably put these markers down. So let's throw down some markers. Put them just around the edges of the quarry. I don't know what I'm doing. You're gonna find out, though. This could end up real bad. We're gonna find out, though. We're gonna find out together. This is my song about the weather. No, there's no weather right now. It's a beautiful sunny day. So we'll break this thing. We'll move it back over here. We'll put it in as close to where the quarry was as I can. Perfect. All right. And then I guess we want to provide it with power and fill it with stone. The issue I see here is that it is going to run out of stone very quickly, but I kind of have a bit of a fix for that. Let's see if it does what we want it to. Oh boy! Look at that! Okay, is it going to go down a level, though? That's my concern. Is it going to go down there? No, is it just going to put a cap on it? No, now listen, game. This is not what I had in mind. I envisioned the whole hole being filled. If we're just going to put a cap on it, I can do that. I don't need to go through all... Well, heck, why don't I just do that then? Do you think the natives would ever know? Do you think that when they come back? Because surely some of them are still alive out there. I didn't kill all of them. So there's got to be some more of them around here. The original residents of this town. They're still kicking around. Fill, flatten, frame, horizon, pyramid, stairs, box. Oh? Okay, well now it's destroying things. And I don't know why it did that. But let's fill it up with some more resources and we'll see what it does. We might have to go through and, like... That's sort of how I feel right now. That's like a perfect representation. Was I supposed to put a mark down there? Okay, you know what? I don't understand this. This is technology that's beyond me. This is too much for this year, boy. Let's just not. Let's go ahead and we will grab our destruction catalyst. We'll keep it charged. We're going to take off this top bit here that it's just done because this is horrible. I don't want this. Just kind of lightly go through, take off the top, and then what we're going to do, we want to be careful. Let's not aim toward the expensive mechanical nonsense that we've got set up here. We're just going to go across with the eye, and we're gonna fix things, okay? I'm going to show you what I mean here in just a second, but let me get this tidied up first. Okay. Basically almost there. What we got to do first is determine what is base level, like what level is the city built at, and I guess this is the level right here. We're just going to kind of go along with the mercurial eye, and we're just going to do what, like this? Is that right? Dang it! Oh, this is going to be complicated no matter how I do it. If they're builder's wands, can I just get a builder's wand? Let's see. Build... Oh, well, hold on. I need to do it down here. Just type in wand. What have I got? Redstone wand. Probably not. Builder... build... Folks, am I going to have to do this manually by hand? I think that I am. I hope you're all ready for this. Because here we go. We're going to do a capping. We're going to cap all of this off. We're going to keep the dark secret under the town. Well, a secret. They don't have to know about it when they move back in. We're not going to mention this to them. What we're essentially doing is we are hiding our secret shame below the town. And they need never know. We need to make sure monsters don't spawn down there, though. Because if they start hearing monsters under their beds at night, they're going to get real freaked out. And they're going to assume that I've got some sort of devil cult underneath them, summoning demons or some nonsense. And then it's going to spawn like a whole new religion. And it's going to get really out of hand. And I don't know, maybe I'll become a worshipped deity. So that doesn't sound too bad in actuality. But let's see what we've got in terms of torches. Do we have mega torches? I don't see mega torches as an option. I see this, the carpenter's torch, which are cool. We can just get some interdiction torches, though. And we can put those along the bottom. Nah, no, let's not do that. Let's just get regular torches. It'll be a lot cheaper, and it makes a lot more sense. So we're going to tap F7. And can monsters not spawn down here? Monsters can't spawn on bedrock, apparently. They can spawn right here, though. So we'll cap that. And good to go. Good to go. Fine. Yeah, we can just fill all this in now. So I'm going to start at a corner. And I'm going to go real slow. And I'm just going to talk about things. I'm going to tell you folks about, you know, life, the universe, everything. So, how have y'all been? Y'all been having a good one? Y'all enjoying yourselves? Shrek me, wait a minute! No, hold on, where did that filler go? If we're gonna do this, we can just get the filler. We can get the soul, because this is what the frickin' filler was about to do anyway, before we got involved. We'll put the filler down at a, sort of our ideal level. So we want it to be sort of a level... Actually, it was right where it needed to be. We'll get some more landmarks. And we're going to let this thing just go. We're going to need 3 landmarks. And we'll put them back. We'll put them exactly where we've had them originally. So we've decided that whatever layer that house is on is the layer we're going to build on. So the house, all of this is actually up a layer higher. Right? So it goes down 1, down 2. So what? Right here? Yeah, we'll do it right here. It means I have to break a couple of blocks, but you can't make an egg unless you break some blocks, right? That's what they always say. Back home, back in Minecraft land. I think we want these on the corners. I don't think we want it right there. I'm gonna have to correct that little mistake. Excellent. Then we can put this one on this corner, I guess. Should have just filled it with dirt in the first place and let it do its thing. Head over to the corner. Pop it. And then we might as well just place it down over here so it's sort of out of the way and not making as much mess. What are you on right now? You're on fill mode. That's fine. Here's some dirt. It's dark. Let me go fix that so we can get some juice flowing in here. We're just going to have to do this manually. We're going to have to set this thing up manually on every single hole. And then once it's capped them off, we can start... Oh, dear gosh. Why did it look so big? I'm not the only one who thought that, am I? This thing looks like a giant from outside the window, and I don't know why. It's just a regular zombie. I don't know, something about the angle or whatever. It looked huge. Man, that was freaky. Yeah, look, everything looks big outside this window. I wonder why. I don't... Oh, you know why? No, that didn't make any sense. Never mind. I have no explanation for that. Let's just take a nap. Just take a nap. We're going to go outside and we're going to see how our filler is doing. Just capping off our problems. This is sort of the equivalent to, hey, can you go sweep? And then all you actually end up doing is just shoveling everything underneath a rug. That's sort of what we've done here. We could get grass. I think we can get grass pretty easily using the Philosopher's Stone. What do I know? What do I know? Absolutely nothing. Let's fill it up with dirt again. And once it's done its job here... Do you think we should add more? Oh, it looks like it's already reached its max with the one quarry, or the one solar panel we've put there, so that's good. Once this is done, we'll move it to the other ones, kind of in a circle, because that other quarry should be done soon. And then once all that's capped, we can start working on our other projects, like our facility for power production, or I guess power plant, if you will. Oh, okay, well, we're out of time. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!